population in the Pacific is over 9.9 billion people. They are responsible for only 0.03% of the global greenhouse gas emissions. By 2050, the sea level on the Pacific Island coast would have risen up to 58 centimeters and the frequency of extreme rainfall events by 400%. And the frequency of cyclones will increase by 100%.
And finally, the water in the oceans warms up to more than 18 degrees, which causes the acidification of the oceans. In 2009, natural disasters took place in the Pacific and had many consequences, as these news reports will show.
Wendy, it's a few hours now since the last flight departed here for Samoa. Planes can safely land in Apia.
With Joey Cummings, a radio broadcaster in American Samoa, who described where he was when the water hit.
I was at the business complex called Pongo Plaza, deep in Pongo Harbor. And where I was, that building is close to sea level, and I would estimate that the water came up as high as 15 feet. But that was the thing that really surprised me. The first portion of the first surge looked like it was only going to be 3 or 4 feet, which would be something that was sort of a major inconvenience. But after a moment or two of that, the surge really started for real.
Climate change leads to catastrophic consequences, such as lava rise or tsunami. As we can see in the picture, this is very dangerous for the island, especially those in the Pacific, which do not necessarily have the means to cope with this disaster. Moreover, with global warming, these disasters are multiplying and becoming more and more dangerous, and may even destroy or engulf an entire island and its population if nothing is done.
So, we must act to save these hundreds of islands in the Pacific Ocean. To do this, some organizations like the 350 movement allow these islands to ally and spread the message about climate change, that is gradually destroying their island and their lives. It is therefore necessary to change some daily gestures to contribute to this collective effort. For example, reduce energy, water and meat consumption and recycle waste.